Imagine going to rob a bank and you don't know where the vault is. How would you do that? So that's exactly how potent information is. So before you go out there to stake, it is important to know, information about this event that you're going to be staking on. That's what we believe on the channel, and that's why we set up this channel to help you guys be able to make better informed decisions. Hi, football betting fans and sports betting fans. 16 out of 19 sporting events that we provided on the channel yesterday were successful. Um, Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of our daily football prediction podcast show on the channel, where we bring you sports events that we're tracking every single day, and what we consider safe market option with those reports for you to make better informed decisions as you go about placing your bets every single day. Welcome back, guys. My name is Huka, and I'm your host on this daily podcast show where we bring you, football insight, as well as safe market options, to help sport bettors out there be able to increase their chances of winning significantly and beating the odds in the long run. So, if this sounds like something you're interested in, you've been here, we'd like to ask you to please take a moment, of charity, basically, to hit the like button, to help show support to the channel and to help other sport bettors out there be able to find something of value like this. Uh, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if it's your first time coming across the channel, and football sports prediction is something you are into. Here the strategy we use is quite straightforward. We go with the information strategy, where we get information about the sporting events and bring them to you every single day, because we believe that information is key to being successful in sports betting. As we said yesterday, we had 19 sports events provided and we won 16 of those, losing just three. The day before that, we had 10, where we lost just two and winning eight. And the day before that, we had 12, where we lost just two, and winning 10. So you can see that, the trend has shown that you can increase your chances of winning by going with the picks that we provide on the channel. If you do not go with the picks that we provide on the channel, you can use the information that we have as an edge as you go about, placing your bet every single day, to keep you informed and help you make better informed decisions as you go about doing what you do every single day. Today we have just 8 sporting events for you guys, which we have like 5 must have kicked off at the time of recording this video. We have results of those, but those were posted in the Telegram community. So if you would like to get updates ahead of time, like they have got in Telegram community, you can find that link pinned in comment section or the description of this video, or you can find that in the bio of our channel, so you can join that community. So when we have updates like this that come early, you can get them first before they drop here. So today we have 8 sporting events, like I said, that we will be tracking, and I'll just go out and give you those reports, basically, even the ones that come through, basically, so we can learn, because we believe on the channel, there's no loss here as far as we're concerned. You get to learn even when you lose, because you have information about that sporting event. So what you expect did not happen doesn't mean that you've lost. You actually gain knowledge about the update or the status of that team as at the time, when you need it, basically. So today we have 8 sporting events, as we said. So without wasting much time, let's get right into those events. So the first sporting event we have here is the game between Miami Heat and Golden State Warriors. And here's information about that sporting event that just played early this morning, and our safe market option that we went with in that one.
With the Grizzlies applying pressure in the race for a top-6 finish, the Golden State Warriors cannot afford any missteps as they aim for a direct playoff berth. Miami Heat cruised past Charlotte in their last outing, but they now face a much tougher test against a well-drilled and resilient Warriors squad. With Wiggins and Butler both returning to face their former teams, the matchup at the Corsia Center promises plenty of excitement. However, given Golden State's quality and experience, we expect them to grind out a narrow victory.
Given that report that we have there, we think that Golden State Warriors should be able to win today at another 1.49 in that sporting event. The next sporting event we have is the game between Argentina and Brazil, and here's insight about that sporting event for those who have looked back at event.
Argentina's formidable home record makes them clear favorites, but Brazil's resilience in World Cup qualifiers cannot be overlooked. With both sides boasting immense quality, we expect a tightly contested encounter where neither will want to concede ground. Given Brazil's recent consistency in qualifiers, a draw seems a likely outcome.
Given the report that we have there, we think that the away team winning to nil will not be the case today, and that's right another 1.17 in that sporting event. The next sporting event we have is the game between Chile and Ecuador, and hence insight about that sporting event for those who would have looked to back that sporting event.
Chile face a must-win scenario to keep their playoff hopes alive, but Ecuador's consistency and defensive solidity make them tough opponents. While La Roja will fight hard on home soil, Ecuador's form suggests they can avoid defeat and extend their impressive unbeaten streak. A tightly contested draw seems the most probable outcome.
Given the report that we have there, we think that the home team to score under 1.5 goals would have been the case here, and that's priced at another 1.30 in our sporting event. Next is the game between Colombia and Paraguay, and here's insight about the sporting event that took place earlier today. If you would have looked to back that one.
Colombia's attacking quality and home advantage should give them the edge against a well-organized Paraguay side. While the visitors will aim to stay compact defensively, Colombia's firepower and experience should be enough to secure a hard-fought victory.
Given the report that we have there, we think that we thought that under 3.5 goals was the safe way to play that one in our sporting event at another 1.23 in that one. Next sporting event we have on the radar is the game between Venezuela and Peru, and here's insight about the sporting event for those who would have looked to back that event today.
With both Venezuela and Peru boasting strong defensive records in CONMEBOL qualifying, we anticipate a tight contest where both teams could find the net. However, given Peru's recent momentum, we expect Los Incas to edge this encounter and claim another important victory.
So given the report that we had there, we felt like, giving the away team 2 goals handicap advantage going into that sporting event was the safe way to play that one today, and that was priced at another 1.23, and that's what we went with in that sporting event. So these are before I go further, I'd like to ask you guys, please take 1 second to hit like button. It's very important that you do that. It shows support the channel, helps us grow, it motivates us also, to keep doing this every single day for you guys. So I was about to say that we had these first 5 sporting events have already played out, and we won 3 out of those, losing 2, which is a basketball game between Miami Heat and Golden State Warriors, and Colombia and Paraguay, where that ended 2-2 in our sporting event. Besides that, we did win the rest of the 3 events that came with that. Okay, so we have just 3 more events to go for today. So I will be calling those out for those who are interested in backing what is left of what we have made out as carefully selected sporting events for today. So the next sporting event we have is the game between Raducana Emma and Pugela Jessica, and this is tennis game playing later on today, and here's insight about that sporting event for those who will be looking to back it.
Raducano's impressive run in Florida has showcased her resilience, with back-to-back gritty wins over Navarro and an inconsistent Anisimova. However, her challenge now reaches another level against the world number 4, who has been dominant against lower-ranked opponents, winning 6 straight matches against players outside the top 50, 24-4 in the past year. While Raducano's confidence is growing, the elite quality of her opponent should prove too much, likely bringing her spirited campaign to an end.
So given the report that we have there, we feel like, Pugela Jessica should be able to win this sporting event today, and that's priced at another 1.46 in that sporting event. Moving on, next sporting event we have is the game between Arsenal Women FC and Real Madrid Women's FC from the Women's Champions League. And here's insight about the sporting event taking place today for those who would like to back it.
Before last week's first leg, Arsenal were considered favorites to advance, in part due to Real Madrid's history of struggling in big matches. However, Los Blancas have shattered that perception with impressive back-to-back wins over Arsenal and Barcelona. While the visitors may not come out on top in the second leg, we believe they will do enough to defend their 2-goal advantage and progress.
So given the report that we have there, we think that over 2 goals will be seen in the sporting event today, and that's priced at another 1.2 zero in that sporting event. And finally, we have the game between Olympic Lyon women and Bayern Munich women today. Here's insight about that sporting event for those who will be looking to back it today.
Bayern may need to take risks to overturn their two-goal deficit in Wednesday's second leg, but that could expose them to Lyons' potent attacking threats. Ultimately, we believe the home side's firepower will be too much for the visitors to handle, and we expect the record European champions to secure a relatively comfortable victory.
Given the report that we have there, we think it is safe to say that Lyon should be able to win this one today, and that's priced at another 1.26 in that sporting event. And that's exactly what we're going with in that one. So these are the sporting events we have for you today, and the safe market options that we have for you today. So some of those events have played out earlier, like I mentioned. So if you want to get updates like that, be ahead of the you know the time basically before we post and get those updates of those early tips basically. You can join our Telegram community. That link can be found in the comment section, description of this video, and our link bio basically posted there. So you can do that. Join, and we have MLS games. Sometimes this happen early in the morning, so we will be posting most of those early games that we have up on the Telegram channel. So do well to join that community of what we like to call savvy sports traders. That we are growing your savvy sport trading because now you have information about these events that you're backing. So you're not just a gambler anymore. You are well informed before you make a decision, about that. So we help you make better informed, decisions as far as sports betting is concerned. So that being said, hope that you've enjoyed watching this video, and I hope that you'll be able to find value from this. I want you guys to combine, the three events that are left in one sleep, and let's see how that goes at the end of the day. I think that's what we can do for today. Okay, guys. So um don't forget to also, gamble responsibly, very important that you do. And when there are events that are much, they are not much today, but when they are much, you should create reading sleeps, a lot of sleeps basically from them. So we've left a video about how to do just that that should appear on your screen now. So try to watch that video, now to learn ahead of tomorrow, and of course the leagues are resuming very soon, so you will need that video. You need to be educated, prepare yourself for events that will come through on the channel when they resume, the leagues resume basically. So you want to watch that video right now to learn that. So also note that factors beyond our control can affect the outcome of these events. Factors like VAR, you have red cards, you have own goals, you have penalty kicks, and injury and fitness concerns to these players can also affect the outcome of this event. So that being said, ensure to gamble responsibly. Always do that, and do not stick more than you can let go of. Okay, guys. So do not also take information provided on this channel as financial advice. It is not financial advice. We're just helping you with information that we have, sharing it to you for education and entertainment purposes. To help you make better informed decisions, as I said earlier. Okay, so that's why we do what we do on the channel. That being said, that'll be all for now, guys. Till we see you again in our next video. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe. If it's first time coming across the channel, may the odds be in our favor always, guys.